saying basically is that the mainstream media is still catalyst for a lot of the information. Of course, the thing about mainstream media is bad news sells, right? So here's the way I see it is the danger out there right now is that it's human nature to complain, but it's not human nature to praise. So how does a company overcome this problem where you have an army of people that are just ready to rant, but you have fewer that are willing to support? How would you handle something like that in a PR scenario?
Yeah, so this is always a problem. This is always a problem, is that you have negative news or negative events are more likely to catch our attention, and not only or to catch our attention, but to leave a more permanent and a stronger impact on our impression. That's a matter of like how our psychology works and the media kind of responds to that. So that's very difficult to change. It's kind of a constraint of how this whole environment operates. What you can do is you can be very careful of how you engage and where you engage. And the way you want to think about this is that for many companies, they're kind of friends and foes, or they're heroes and haters. That's another way to think about this. So that there are some customers that really love the product and that are supporters and that are willing to talk about it and even become defenders of the product when there are attacks on that. And I've seen, company, you can now in this environment highlight that, respond to them, interact with them, give them a platform, and that can be very effective because what we know is that when people have concerns about a company, they like the people like them that are similar to them, that they can identify them, are more credible in providing their views about a company. So that's one way in which you can think about this, to provide a platform for people that are natural allies and supporters. The other thing you want to think about is that you're absolutely right. Most of, or a lot of the traffic that's out there that's really negative, and I think you just have to make a call and an assessment whether some of the people that are out there complaining, they're not going to be your customers. They're not even really that interested in you. That you're more like an opportunity for them to vent their anger or to try to connect with another issue that they're concerned about and drag you into that debate. And in many cases, if that's not closely connected to your core business and it doesn't really affect what your customers value about it, you don't have to engage with everything. Ignoring that is fine. There's just so much stuff that's going on that a lot of it is noise, a lot of it is just venting. But when things increase, when they catch, or when it's connected to something that your brand or your company is really known for, then you have to start taking some action on that.